I'm a heart surgeon, and I don't automatically prescribe statins for high LDL cholesterol. When most people hear that, including many doctors, they assume I'm being reckless. They think I'm ignoring the science or putting patients at risk of heart disease. But after years of treating thousands of patients and seeing cardiovascular disease firsthand, I've come to believe the opposite is true. In this video, I'll explain why elevated LDL alone does not automatically lead me to prescribe a statin, what the true drivers of heart disease actually are, and what I encourage my patients to focus on instead to protect their long-term heart health. Let's start with LDL cholesterol and break the common belief. The traditional narrative that most people and many doctors still believe is that LDL is the primary villain. It's viewed as the main cause of plaque buildup in your arteries. So the thinking goes, lower the LDL and you lower the risk. But here's what LDL actually is. LDL is not a toxin. It's a transport particle. Its job is to deliver cholesterol and essential nutrients to every tissue in your body. Cholesterol itself is vital. It's used for cell membrane repair, hormone production, vitamin D synthesis, and countless other cellular functions. LDL exists for a very good evolutionary and physiologic reason. Elevated levels alone do not equal arterial plaque or cardiovascular disease. The meaning of an elevated LDL number is highly context dependent. It's one data point, not the whole story. Now, let's talk about what statins actually do. Statins work by inhibiting an enzyme in the liver that's involved in cholesterol production, which lowers LDL levels in the blood. In certain specific situations, people who have already had a heart attack or certain extremely high-risk profiles, they can provide some measurable risk reduction. But here's what statins do not fix: the underlying metabolic dysfunction, the chronic inflammation, and the insulin resistance that are actually driving heart disease in the majority of patients that I see. Many patients experience side effects such as muscle ache, fatigue, brain fog, and the response varies widely from person to person. The core argument is this: simply lowering an LDL number does not necessarily address the root cause of the disease. So what are the real risk factors for heart disease? We have to shift our focus towards metabolic health and the systemic drivers. The key areas are insulin resistance, chronically elevated blood sugar, high triglycerides, visceral fat accumulation around the organs, chronic inflammation, and overall metabolic dysfunction. These factors directly damage the lining of your arteries and create the environment for plaque to form and rupture. Here's what I tell my patients instead of just chasing a single lab number. We focus on practical, sustainable strategies that improve the underlying health, improve insulin resistance, reduce systemic inflammation, strengthen overall metabolic health, build and maintain muscle mass, improve sleep quality, reduce visceral fat, and support long-term lifestyle sustainability. The emphasis is on addressing the actual causes rather than managing numbers alone. Now, to be completely balanced and responsible, should anyone ever consider statins? Yes, in specific patient populations where the evidence is strongest, after careful risk stratification, and always through individualized, shared decision-making between the patient and their doctor. In the end, LDL is just one piece of a much larger picture. Heart disease risk is multifactorial. Treatment decisions should focus on your overall metabolic health, not a single lab value.